Hi, how are you? Welcome. This is the country church, y'all. And I think that you might like this project. So come hang out for a little while and see what we're making tonight. Oh my goodness. My mouse is acting funky. All right, let's see if I can get my thing to work. I think I need to restart my computer probably. Anybody else doesn't restart their computer frequently? Because I don't. Hi, Sandra. How are you? Let's see. All right. Keyword is church, by the way. We're going to set this aside for a minute. That is a new surface from Chalk. And I think you're going to love this one. So we've got around few things that we need to paint on here. So I already painted the background, luckily. Hi, Denise. How are you? Glad to see you, Sandra. How's the weather up there? Am I missing anything? Is it cool yet? I'm sure missing it. Me and Chris were just talking about that last night. About how jealous we are that you guys... It may be hot, but it's not... it's not as hot as it is here. So I hope you are enjoying it. Hi, Shirley. How are you? Hi, Elizabeth. Welcome. Thanks for joining me. You, my friends, are going to love this project. I promise you. Comment the word church to get this. I think this project, in my opinion, is like an everyday type decor item, and I think you might agree with me. I think you're gonna want to get this one. All right, so I painted the Rejoice in red, as you can see. I'm gonna go ahead, I've got a little bow down here, and I don't know if y'all remember this or not, but did you know that Chalk has a little accessory? It is a magnetic wreath, and we're going to use that tonight. Okay, so I got my Rejoice painted. Hopefully it doesn't fall off of there. And my little bow for my wreath. I'm going to set that to the side. Well, probably not right underneath my glue gun. Let's see. Y'all, I did not bring my yellow. All right, so of course we have maybe a North Star, I guess. You know, I'm going to do this one white, actually. I just changed my mind. Because I'm going to try and do the rest of the stars on this one white also. And so we'll paint that once, and then we'll probably come back in a minute and paint it again. And I actually have other white paint over here. I might go over it with that. All right. Just to get a really bright white one. Okay, so there we go. Our star is painted. And again, this is the country church. And this is the transfer that goes with it. Okay, this is a chalk chip. We are not going to make this reusable. Okay, just so we're clear. All right, now I'm gonna try and be real careful. This is Celery by Waverly, okay? It's chalk paint. And I just opened this tonight, but look how pretty that is. It's a nice like sage green. Really excited about it. I like this color a lot. I think it'll be perfect for the bottom of our round. So we are doing a round tonight. I believe this one is 14 inches. And it's got a couple layers on it. Okay. We're going to do this part green, this greenish color. It's very muted green. And I'm liking this one a lot. Hi, Marie. How are you, love? Welcome. In the 80s today, Sandra. Oh my gosh. I gotta not say that too loud. If Chris hears me, he's gonna rage. It's been so stinking hot. Although, we did finally get rain the other night. I don't know if I told y'all that, but our power went out on Sunday for like, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours. It literally, y'all, it started raining and the power went out immediately. And it's like, really? It wasn't even raining that hard at first either. So it was kind of sketchy. It did end up storming pretty darn good all night. And we finally, so originally the power company was saying they would, so it went off at like, I don't know, 5 something. Hi, Lisa. How are you, love? Okay, so there's my green, I guess, grass. Now I'm going to paint this outer circle thing that's going to go across the top of the round white. And this paint like flakes off on me every time I use it. But I'm going to keep using it. I'm not going to let that stop me. Okay, I am using, by the way, Folk Art Home Decor chalk paint in white. It's like Adirondack white. I love this. It's such a nice bright white. Anyways, so yeah, our power went out at like 5 something. And I looked on our power company website and it said that it would be back on by 7, I don't know, 7:30 or 7 something. I'm like, okay, cool, that's good. And other people in entirely other parts of town that had their power go out were saying that it was going to be like midnight or later, 9 o'clock, before they get theirs back on. And I'm like, oh man. So anyways, luckily I was thankful that that wasn't us. So anyway, 7 whatever came and went. And our power didn't come back on. It actually flickered at one point and it went right back out. I'm going to go ahead and use this white right here. I think this will be a little better. I had a little bit of yellow on the end of my paint pen a minute ago and it kind of yellowed my star. So that makes it bright white. Anywho, so yeah, 7 whatever came and went and power still wasn't on. And so we were just hanging out. We ended up going and sitting on the back porch and it was nice. It was nice and windy and cooling off really good. And, you know, by the time 8:30, 9 o'clock came around, you know, we didn't have any, both of our phones were dying, dead, pretty much. The lights are still out. No TV, nothing. The internet was horrible because, I don't know, whenever the power goes out, apparently the internet doesn't work either. I'm doing great. Yes, I'm ready for vacation. Absolutely. 70 degrees. Oh my goodness. And it's raining. How nice. So by the time that, you know, 8:30, 9 o'clock, I'm like, I'm going to bed. I'm over this. And so me and Chris go lay down and we open the windows in our room, which is great. We do have screens on our windows, which at our old house, we did not have screens on the windows. And that was really nice. So, you know, a solid breeze coming in at least on into both windows. So, he lays down. I try to like close my eyes, but I just couldn't. And then the power comes back on like another, I don't know, 30 minutes later or so. All right. So I think I'm good here. I do have the back of the round that I already painted. Okay. And I need to just dry it. I think I'm good with all of this. So I'm pretty sure I can put away this white paint and this green paint. And if I decide I need to do it again, then I can just pull it back out. Anyways, so, yeah, the power finally came back on at like, I don't know, it was probably 9:30, right? And everything was good. Weird enough though, we do, in this house, all of the breakers are GFI. And so it blew all the breakers when the power came back on, and so I had to go and flip them all back on to even get like the plug in my room to work so that I could plug in my phone. Because that's what I was really concerned about, was like, you know, is my phone gonna die overnight? I don't know. Am I gonna wake up tomorrow whenever my alarm comes back on? I mean, whenever my alarm goes off, if it goes off, because my phone might be dead. So I was kind of stressing about that. Right, nothing better to do. I get it. Completely understand that. That's funny, Lori. All right, so luckily it came back on and everything was good. It did, y'all, it rained so much. Like the ground was still wet the next day, which was wonderful because I don't remember the last time it rained around here. I really don't. Okay, so my paint pen, let me show you this. It's got some score lines on it for stars. And this one actually, the file itself came with little stars, but they're so tiny that to cut them out would have been horrible. So let me show you, Anita. This is the Country Church. You can comment the word church. It is one of the new chalk chip surfaces from Chalk. Okay, that's the transfer that goes with it. Really excited about this one. I'm going to shake this up pretty good. And I also am going to kind of see if I can dab that off. And you know, I don't know why this is yellowing. I don't recall the last time I used this. I used it, I thought last night, and I don't know why it would have yellow, but let's see if this other one, oh yeah, that's good. Okay, so I'm gonna just switch it to this cheapo pen that I have that hopefully will be better. Hopefully I'm not messing this up by doing this. I don't know if I am or not. You know, I wonder. I've got this other smaller pen too that I'm thinking about adding. Some little lines with it. Okay, so I'm just going around and marking all of the little stars. Hopefully this is not going to be bad that I did this, but we'll see. Okay, so you know what? I don't know if I'm going to do any more with that because I'm going to end up messing it up and then I'm going to be mad about it. Okay, so let me pull all this stuff off of my... Y'all, I don't know what is up with Dozer, but he has been barking at nothing all night. Driving me just absolutely batty around here, okay? I don't know what's going on with him, but he's barking. Hi, Jocelyn, how are you? Welcome. Okay, so here's my round. I don't know if you can see the little white marks that I added on it. I am going to just set this right to the side for a minute now that I have that all done. And we're going to work on the church itself. So I'm not going to paint this or anything, okay? So if you look, the silk screen is where the color is going to go through, okay? And I'm just going to grab some black velvet. Yeah, isn't it so cute? Well, now you know. Hi, Deborah. Hi, Cheryl. How are you? Welcome. So happy to have you here. Sorry I didn't see you right away. I wasn't paying attention. All right. This is a fuzzing cloth if you're new here, which Cheryl, you're new. Make sure y'all all say hi to Cheryl. We're a very friendly bunch here. So this is the backer sheet, okay? Did y'all notice? I don't know if you've gotten any new transfers yet, but now they made the wrong side yellow, okay? Right side that you stick the sticky back onto is white. Wrong side is yellow, okay? Makes it super easy to put your transfer back on after you've cleaned it, okay? All right, so I am going to just fuzz this. I'm just adding a little bit of lint to the back of my transfer. These are very sticky. They're not regular stencils. They are silk screen stencils. As you can see my finger through that. That is silk screen, okay? Hi, Brownie. How are you? All right, so now we're just going to set that. Okay, first of all, you want to make sure any random bits of fuzz or whatever, I have a piece of lint right in my silk screen, is not in your silk screen, okay? Or on the edge of it where it's going to cause a leak, because this is going to seal very nicely and you don't want it to leak, okay? There we go. Well, I say that and then I realize I'm not quite. So this is Chalk Couture. I am Pammy. I'm Pamela. Welcome to my page. I do crafts every night, pretty much. Different stuff all the time. Different kinds of stuff. I've been doing Halloween and Christmas and fall and winter and just all the stuff. I'm ready. I'm so ready. Y'all, I'm real bad at this. Okay. Apparently. I'm struggling here. Anyways, do all kinds of crafts every single night. And if you comment the keyword, you'll get a link to get the stuff that I'm using tonight on sale. Okay, I should have just gone and did it whenever I first had this thing straight, but now I'm like, I feel like I'm cockeyed. Let me see if the other side is any better, if I'm better on the other side. I don't know, maybe I had it backwards. Who knows what's going on? I feel like this surface is double-sided though, because it seems like it's perfectly symmetrical, and it's probably just me, but hold on. I don't know why I'm struggling, but let me see. Anywho, so I sell all kinds of stuff, my gosh. Silk screen transfers and paste and ink, which our paste is completely washable and non-toxic, kid-friendly. Easy to use. And then I also have a business that I make like cutouts. So tonight, not this cutout, okay? I didn't make this one, but the cutouts that I'm using, the round that I'm using, I'll show you in just a second, is a round that I cut on my laser, okay? All right, so I've got that down, and now I have that lint that I was just messing with a second ago is in my silk screen. So here we go. Sorry, y'all. And whenever you comment the keyword, you'll also get a link to my VIP group. You're more than welcome to join. And it's free. Come hang out with us there. I post all my finished projects there. I also post sale prices in there. I can't share them publicly. This is black paste. Okay, this is black velvet. It comes in a jar like this. And I'm just going to begin at the beginning. I'm just going to take a squeegee. This is a squeegee. And I'm going to spread that paste right across the transfer. A little bit goes a long way, okay? And I'm going to just make sure that I get paste in the silk screen. Just like that, all over the whole thing, okay? And this transfer has all kinds of fun stuff on it. It's got a door that you can add to the church, which we will definitely use. And it's also got some extra windows. And I didn't realize this one, but this is a seasonal church, so I don't know how long it will be available. Okay, so if you haven't gotten this and you love it, you probably want to grab it because things do not stick around for long around here. Okay, there we go. Now, whenever I pull that off, my design is on it. Now, I'm going to dry this really well because it's very wet and the edges are very close and I'm not trying to smudge it. Now, I can see up at the top that I did not seal my transfer very well whenever I set it down, but that's okay. We're going to, yeah, I also, on my Etsy, in my Etsy store, I have all of my cutouts available. Plus, I started doing designing t-shirts recently, and so I listed all of those on my Etsy as well. And I have a bunch of fun ones, like all kinds of designs, whatever you're into. I also have some men's stuff in there. I've been trying to add more men's designs because I just don't have a lot of them. And like Chris loves men's shirts. He loves men's shirts. Of course he does, right? No, he loves like funny men's shirts. So like, there's a bunch of fun stuff. I have cute ones, I have fun ones, I have funny ones. One of my friends sent me a design today that they were requesting. And so I'll be adding that one soon. Okay, so there's my church. And as you can see up here at the top, I kind of have a little bit of an issue there. It didn't go great because I didn't stick this transfer down very well, I don't think. But this is a detail tool. I'm actually going to attempt to clean this up a little bit up here. Just using my detail tool, okay? It's got like a little pokey stabby on the end, which works pretty good. This surface is reusable, so you can erase it and try again if you mess it up, which is cool. You can't mess it up, that's the point. Okay, and then I think I have, let me see. Well, I thought I did. I thought I had some. Oh, I do. I have Q-tips here. We're gonna dig one out of here if I can get it. Okay, and just like that. It's gonna be usable. I'm gonna just clean up this edge up here, which it honestly wasn't even necessary, but I want you to see how easy it is. Now, our transfers are reusable too, so you don't even have to use it with this surface. You can put it on any surface, okay? But these are really cool because they come they're in my shop, and you can buy it and it fits on the transfer just perfectly, okay? So there's that, and then we do have a door also. So I'm gonna try my best not to destroy this whenever I'm just gonna take this and I'm gonna set it down right there to put the door in. You can cut this apart, okay? There's cut lines on it, but I'm leaving it together. This is a smaller design, so it's really not that difficult to work with. And really, I didn't see a need to cut it apart because then I have a bunch of little pieces. But I don't cut the backer sheet. So there are some there's some like lines on the transfer where you can cut it apart. Okay, if you want to. And I just cut it along the lines. As you can see, there's lines. Cut it along those lines and leave the backer sheet intact. So you have one. So the round that I'm using is 14 inches. Okay, hi Alma. Hi Joanne, welcome. And I have a round ready to go, all painted up and ready. But I also have a few other things here. So this is a little wreath, okay? And this one is actually in my shop also, okay? It's a magnetic wreath, okay? It has this little thing on the back of it. Now it's intended to use like with one of our box frames. Hi Joni, how are you? Or there's so many different ways that you can use this, but I'm gonna I took the magnet off of the back of it, okay? I'm gonna just put that over there. I don't know if I have a use for it, but I might. And then Dozer's acting crazy tonight, so just ignore him. We're gonna put this wreath right here on the front of our church. He's acting wild. I don't know what his problem is. He's been barking all evening. Maybe I'm getting deliveries, who knows? It's possible. Okay, so I'm just gonna stick that down. And again, I'm not making this to be reusable. Hi Callie, how are you, love? Welcome. but it is totally reusable. If you wanted to reuse it, you could. Obviously, don't put hot glue right on it. Y'all, he's humongous. He is so big. It's crazy to me how big he is. He's so cute. All right, so there's this little bow that comes with this, with the cutouts. Whenever you buy the round that I have with this, whenever you comment church, you'll see there's a round and these pieces come with it. The cutouts do, okay? Now, hopefully that's not enough glue. It probably maybe could have been, but it really wasn't feeling like it was. So let's just do ourselves a favor and add a little bit more, just like that. Okay, and now we have a church with a little wreath. Look how cute, y'all. Comment the word church to get this, okay? I'm gonna put all this away. This is the jar of paste that we used. I just used black velvet, nothing fancy about it. Just plain black. It's a matte chalk paste, but I mean, seriously, that looks so good already, okay? Now, we haven't even started yet, okay? We have not even begun. This is a 14-inch wreath. Wreath. This is a 14-inch round, okay? I've got some little stars. I have something stuck to it, but it's like, I don't know what it is. It's trying to stay. I don't want it to stay. All right, and then it comes with this piece right here and a sort of a half circle. It's not quite a half circle, but we're going to attach our half circle at the bottom. I painted this with a color called Dusk. It's Waverly. It's this one. It's called Dusk. And I'm just going to add some hot glue here. Now, whenever you comment the word church, you will get a link to sign up for notifications so that you know whenever I'm going live. You'll get a messenger notification right before I start my live, okay? And then you can come hang out with us. And this happens every night, okay? Pretty much. Literally rain or shine, when I'm traveling, whatever. Next week, I'll be on vacation. Still gonna be going live pretty much every day. Not every single day, because some of the days are gonna be late. But my intention is pretty much every day. Color on the bottom is called Celery, also by Waverly, okay? And hopefully that was enough glue on there to hold this bad boy in place. Okay, so there's our round, okay? And you also get like a North Star, so we're gonna put that on here too. Just like this. There's a little outline for where it belongs, so there's no questions. And then you also have this cutout that says Rejoice, which I thought y'all would love. Let me see. I'm not gonna use hot glue for this one, I don't think. I might use it in addition to my what is this? Eileen's Tacky Glue. Oh my goodness, y'all. I was expecting it to be a little hard to squeeze, and it was not. So, but luckily this glue dries clear, which is why I love it so much, because I'm a messy crafter, messy painter, messy gluer, messy all the things, okay? Rejoice is gonna go at the bottom, okay? And then I have another little doodad here. So this is also going to come with a couple little pieces of wood like this. And you might be asking, what the heck is that for, Pam? Why are you giving me this? Stop sending me random pieces of wood in my packages. Well, look, here's the deal, okay? I promise you, there's a method to my madness usually. Sometimes there's not. we're going to take these and we're just going to glue them right on the back here, okay? I'm going to give our little church, it's not a house, just a little bit of height, okay? And it's gonna go on here just like that. Now, we're gonna have just a little bit of hangover, okay, on the bottom and the top, but it gives it a little something, something, okay? Look at that. Yeah, what do you think? I hope you love it. Okay, so now, of course, I forgot to cut myself a hanger for this too, so we're gonna just use our handy dandy favorite jute around. I think I need a little more glue here because I'm pulling up. Okay. All right. So now I should have put this on first, okay? I don't know. Sometimes I don't think about what I'm doing, but we're gonna flip it over, okay? And make sure that you know which side is like true center, which good luck to me because I don't know any center of anything. I mean, my goodness. Hi, Cheryl, how are you? Welcome. I'm gonna actually cut this a little bit shorter because I don't need all that. I don't know why I always think that I gotta have all that jute when I just don't, okay? I'm bad. Now I'm gonna stick that on there. I'm gonna give it a little bit of glue, and then my secret weapon is always a little piece of ribbon. I have this random ribbon here in my desk, okay? Just gonna take that and I'm gonna put it right over the back. And I don't know if this gives me a false sense of security or what, but it does something for me and makes me feel like my hanger is really solid. Okay. I'm probably lying to myself. I have no idea. Okay, we'll see. Isn't it pretty? Thank you. I'm glad y'all like this. Okay, and that's literally it, okay? But, y'all, Lord help me. I told you I don't know center from anything, okay? Luckily, that wasn't quite dry yet, but I don't know my center from my not center, okay? It's fine. Anywho, that is my church. What do y'all think? You can comment the word church and you can get the link for yourself to make this literally so easy, okay? All this stuff is on sale tonight. Hi, Ariana. How are you? Welcome. Thanks for joining me. You can get the word, comment the word church, get all the stuff to make this. Make sure that if you've never messaged with me before that you check your message requests and you'll be able to see the message. Just click on the link, fill out the form, and I will send you an invoice. I hope y'all love it. Anywho, I will see you all here tomorrow night. I hope you have a great night, and I love you all so much. See ya.